Hey guys, it's your girl. Hey guys, it's your girl Bella BB here, and this topic today is gonna be a little bit heavy for tea time, but it's definitely something that I'm called to speak on today. It is Juneteenth, June 19th, 2020. Juneteenth is a celebratory day for African Americans because this is when slaves were told they were free. So it's kind of a big deal, and it's our Independence Day. This is where we celebrate our freedom in this great country that we built. And on this celebratory day, I'm reminded of how far I've come as a business person and a Black woman, and the growth that I've had in myself. And I'm more aware than ever of the times that have come. I'm more than aware as ever how necessary it is that I use my voice to speak out against injustice, that I make it very clear who I am, as I've always done. And as somebody who's a Black woman, a businesswoman, and has a platform like this, it's been requested that I speak on this, and I was gonna do that anyway, but I feel like the time is now. I feel like the time is now for me to speak on it, because the world is looking for answers. The world is emotional. The world is looking for justice, and this is what I'm seeing. And a lot of people don't know how to properly express what they feel and how they feel, and they're looking for somebody to blame and to be angry with. What I've seen in my about 7 months being in this company now, I've seen people that with the hard-earned money that I earned in this company, I've given money to, try to downplay what network marketing is, or downplay what I'm doing, downplay TLC, and look for reasons to be negative and pessimistic, which is very crabs in a bucket to me. I don't know if you guys saw my social media post a while back, but I just made it clear that anybody who didn't like what I was doing doesn't need to receive my money. And I've spent good money with some people who were hating TLC. They downplayed TLC. There are literal sites, bloggers, and sites that literally just attack multi-level marketing, attack network marketing, and that I already knew about before I joined the business. But when you see it happen in the eyes of your own people, what I was seeing from a lot of my peers was like they're perfectly fine endorsing people who sell drugs, shake their ass for a living, do all kind of ungodly stuff, and glorify them and praise them. But when it comes down to some people like themselves joining a multi-level marketing business that sells health and wellness products, I just could not understand where all this hate was coming from, and I was seeing it a lot. So I've seen a lot of negativity amongst TLC. Now, at this time where emotions are so high, everybody that wasn't so Black power, or they forgot about the last instances where a Black man was killed unjustly and there was no justice for it, which I've seen a few times in the city of Chicago, or they've gotten over that a few weeks later and they were on to the next gossip site. This stuck. What's going on after they put that knee on that man's neck and kills him? This stuck. I think specifically because it came after the coronavirus, and we have over 7 million people filing for unemployment right now. And I know in my city, unemployment is crime. That means crime's going up. Chicago just had one of its deadliest weekends not too long ago. Nobody marched for Black Lives Matter when 18 people were murdered in one day. And they all look like this. They all have my complexion or darker. We've already overcome so much in this country. All of this violence, I still cannot even comfortably shop and enjoy my community where I'm at, which is a predominantly Black one, due to the looting and the riots and the crazy a lot of injustice out here. And people are looking to be angry. When you all are asking me, how do I feel about selling TLC products due to Coach Stormy's comments about, you know, we're blacking out today, but she said something along the lines of, you know, I'm worried about the 100K I'm missing today because of this blackout or whatever. I didn't feel any type of way about that. And this is why. I have followed Coach Stormy enough and seen enough of her real stories to know that this woman has changed a lot of lives. She's very motivational and she comes from struggle. I personally relate to the way that she talks to people because I was not raised by people who coddled me for the most part. I never get motivated by people who coddle me. Like people who fast talk and people who hustle, even if they're aggressive and even if they swear, even if they have a harsh way of speaking, that never turns me off from them. Or when they have the outcome that helps people. I listen to a lot of Dan Pena. You guys probably have seen me talk about that a while ago. But Dan Pena, he calls people cunts and snowflakes all day. And yet this man makes $1 million mentees. And that's the same thing that I see in Coach Stormy. I feel like that video in particular where she was ranting, that was really meant more for our team, not for people who didn't know her. Because Coach Stormy, she got out the mud. Like she come from a rough background, but she made something so big of herself. And she tries to inspire a lot of black people and motivate a lot of black people and teach them, which is more than what some of your fave celebrities can do or have done. So I felt like it was a little bit harsh for people to be calling her all kind of coons and inappropriate black derogatory terms and saying she was a wench for the dollar or whatever, when what she said, yeah, it might not have been the right place or time for the public, but if she was just privately talking to the 1000 Families team who actually follows her, who actually sees her motivational videos, who actually follows her lives, and you know, peeps her moves, this wouldn't have been anything for us. Like she didn't say anything that would have thrown us off. And that was her way of hyping people up. Like, yeah, whatever, I'm losing money today, we about to get this money tomorrow. That was what I got out of it. But apparently, because of her image that she portrays, she might be a little gaudy. Some would say ghetto. She gets a lot of hate because she got that hood mouth. But y'all love it when your favorite rappers talk that talk. They say, fuck this, get money. Don't never sit down, don't never sleep. Millionaires never sleep. Y'all love that. But when a black woman did it, who actually put a lot of food in black people's mouths, said it, some real coonish stuff happened. People went to the blogs, they went under her comments, they went under her kids' comments. That was completely unnecessary. I don't feel any type of way about Coach Stormy's. I feel like she could have kept that for the team and not made that so public, because at this time the world is hurting. At this time the world is mourning injustice and people are broke and unemployed. So it did come off a little chauvinistic, her talking about the money that she didn't make. Only because if you're not comfortable, I've been in a situation where I'm low on my money and I'm feeling down and somebody talking about all of this, it's a turn off. So I understand people being turned off by that. So that's how I feel about Coach Stormy's statement. It did not discourage me at all. She apologized. It took her a while. She realized she put her foot in her mouth. She did what she had to do, but I don't think it takes away from any of the great stuff that Coach Stormy has done. And it's not a lot of women that look like us that have achieved the things she's done, and not only achieved the things she's done, but try to help other people achieve the things that she's done in the process, and actually successfully replicated it. So I don't think that that statement took away from anything that she's done, and I think that she apologized for it, and people will get over it. Now, the Jack Fallon comments. People tried to rip him to shreds on them gossip pages. Those black gossip pages, which should have been canceled a long time ago. We canceled everything but the black gossip pages that do nothing for feel about what's going on. I feel like all lives matter and this and that and this and that. People ran with all lives matter. And this is the part that disgusted me. This is the part that shows where people's minds really were. This is what media does on the news all the time, or reality TV, or whatever, all the time. They take a few seconds of something and run with it and say, he says all lives matter. They made this man look like he came up with an all lives matter sign at the Black Lives Matter protest. I feel like, first of all, that damn podcast that was recorded on Instagram was about 30 minutes long. They took 30 seconds of him saying a general humanitarian statement that came after a diversity video, that came a week after he sent an email which reinstated real total life changers, the total life changers out there that actually know our principles, being we all love each other. He sent a diversity email out June 1st. He put this diversity video on. He had a moment of silence for George Floyd. All of this happened in the 30-minute video. But what y'all wanted to say was, he said all lives matter. I was so sick. It's like, to me, everybody wants to find a effing reason to chastise total life changes. And then the reality of the situation is, y'all looking for little stuff to nitpick on. It's taking you off the focus of the mission. This movement is about getting justice for the Black lives that are getting taken by police, and there's nothing done about that. That's what this movement is about. It's not about who says Black lives matter, who says all lives matter. We do not look at the damn big picture, and we do not stick to one thing long enough to evoke change. How the hell are you gonna try to work on police justice and chastising people for not saying things exactly how you want to say them at the same damn time? Are you seriously taking from the fact that this man's business allows people like me and people with way less that look like me to start a health and wellness business, a CBD business, and go from homeless to rich, or go from broke to now I don't need to depend on something, or to I have a job but I also have a business and I'm just comfortable living my life like I am now? You guys are gonna take all of what he has done away for one statement, and then when he apologized after you go crazy in social media and make him look like Donald Trump, he apologizes and then you go crazy. He apologizes and says he's gonna donate to the movement, and people, you can't accept that. How do I feel? I feel like people are unfocused. I feel like what Jack Fallon did was definitely more than what my 9 to 5 did, and what a lot of people's 9 to 5s did, but they didn't quit their jobs. So as far as all the people who said, oh, I'm leaving TLC because it's racist and this and that, one, y'all really don't follow these people. If you know Jack Fallon's heart, and again, if you know Coach Stormy or Jack Fallon's heart, and you really follow these people, and you really see what they're doing with their actions, I feel like when you know somebody's heart, they can say some things the wrong way, but you still get the message. So a lot of the people who are I quit and this and that, it's because you really didn't follow these people anyway. Let's be real. You might have watched a couple of little Insta lives, but you never really into the message. You probably don't check your emails, and you definitely wasn't making no money. So I feel like the people who were quitting, they weren't a loss. Let's be real. And yet people are still joining the company because it's great, because they see the big picture. But here's the deal. If Jack Fallon was a racist, I definitely would have quit. But a racist isn't somebody who says all lives matter. It's somebody who discriminates against people who are of a certain race. Nothing that this man has done has showed me that he discriminates against Black people in a negative way. So for people who are insinuating and doing all of that extra stuff based on that, like a lot of people's anger is just straight up misguided. Going off on TLC is not going to save anybody's life or get justice for anybody. Like, some of the stuff that was said was just crazy, like unnecessarily crazy, hurtful. When you could go and attack people's families who didn't even have anything to do with what they said, that was wrong. My TLC family, needless to say, are still with me, because we all know these people's hearts. We all know that they mean well, even if they don't say things properly or exactly how somebody, if they don't say things exactly how somebody wants it to be said. What's known needs no explanation. And a lot of our problem as a black people too that I see is we are far too gullible when it comes to hearing what we want to hear from others. My experience in a red state, University of Missouri, systematic racism was very present. And racism from white people was either two ways. I hate black people, and I openly make that clear. I walked into churches where white people have rolled their damn eyes when I walked up in there. Christian churches, okay? I've got guns pulled out on me by cops in Missouri on my way from work. Why? Because my taillight was out. I have had the coolest white people I've ever met in life in Missouri. Because in the South, people either like you or they hate you. That's how the racism is down there. Up north in Chicago with the more liberal whites, some of them think that they're not racist just because they didn't vote for Trump. You get the type of, you have the open racist, you have the ignorant, which, you know, they're just not familiar with black culture like that. But then you have the people who are racist, but they don't want to be racist. They, you know, no, I'm not racist, I just don't like to be around black people. These are the type of people that are real cool with black people on the surface, but they call you a super predator behind your back, you know? Yeah, a lot of black people seem to be more comfortable with that type of racism, the de facto kind, which is very prevalent in Chicago. It's crazy to me how my people can go so off on people who actually have done the work and put actions in to show that they care about our community and care about our people. But if they don't say the right thing or agree about the right thing at the right time, canceled. That's something that we need to work on as a community. Usually keep the topics pretty light, but because this is a hot topic, because this is Juneteenth, and because of the state of the world we're in, Auntie had to tell y'all what your mama didn't tell you. And I'm gonna keep it straight about my opinion, whether people like it or not. And that type of integrity always wins, and that's what I like to emit on my channel and receive in return. So you are welcome to disagree with me in the comments below. I'm not up for a lot of debate, but I'm just answering the question on how I feel. I do believe that the apologies were sincere and everybody's going to be fine in the end. This is the real Auntie with your girl Bad on BB. Thank you for watching. I hope that you subscribed and thumbs up and let me know if you're part of my community, because this is definitely a community. There is no community without the you and the I, which is why I love hearing from you guys below, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And you can always hit me up on social media with any questions as well. The quality in the videos are gonna keep getting better. I love having these kind of discussions with you guys from time to time too, because you all need to know where I'm coming from, and I need to know what my community is feeling. And it's a lot going on with me personally. It's a lot going on in my community, but good, bad, or indifferent, we all need each other. We all come from the same God. So there's no group economics without the group. So we have to keep our eyes on the prize, as the civil rights song said. We have to keep our Over and out.